welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and this is going to be the start of my eyeshadow palette declutter series. So basically, I think I've reached a point where I feel like I need to downsize a little bit further and remove some eyeshadow palettes that I've maybe tried throughout the whole shop my stash journey, don't particularly enjoy, or eyeshadow palettes I just haven't and probably will not touch, and just let them go. I'm trying to curate my collection to be more focused, be more of the colors that I enjoy and all of that good stuff. I'm recording on my phone, so you can clearly see I do not know where to look. So hopefully this is going to be good for me. So for some of the eyeshadow palettes that are still of really good quality, I'm gonna go ahead and sell them on my Instagram stories. The ones that don't get sold on Instagram stories, I'll probably try and sell them on Depop. A fraction of them possibly are PR. So those ones, when I do sell them, the money that I make from it will be donated to the British Heart Foundation. I donate money to them, so it's no skin off my back to donate that money. But I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I purchased myself. So those the sale of those eyeshadow palettes will obviously be going to my pocket. And I'll probably buy other eyeshadow palettes, knowing me. So yeah, just so that you know where they're going. And then the ones that are really, really old, or I feel like no one's going to benefit from it or enjoy, I'll probably trash. So that's just like my quick overview. So yeah, let's jump into part one. I will list all the parts in the description box of each video. So please go ahead and watch the entire series. I do plan on doing all the other categories as well, but eyeshadow palettes always tend to be the hardest for me. So I decided to start off with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We are at this point in time almost at 5,000 subscribers. Hopefully, by the time you're watching, we're 5,000 and over. So I want to use this opportunity to say a huge thank you to all of you that have supported me over the years, and any new subscribers, or if you're thinking about subscribing, I'm thanking you in advance. And yeah, let's make 2022 a great year. So without further rambling, go ahead and enjoy the video, and I will catch you in a future one. Bye. Right, so this is going to be part one. I can't believe it's that time of the year, but as I said in the intro, we have to do this. We have to do this. Or rather, I feel like I have to do this. So, think for this video, I'm going to be focusing on the first row. And yeah, let's see how we get on. Wish me luck. Starting from this end, the first one I've got is this Mary Kay compact case. And I've got some shadows in there which look like this. These come in handy for when I travel. So I am going to hang on to this because I have used this year. And then I've got this version as well from Mary Kay. Again, very good handy travel size palettes. So we're going to hang on to these. Elf bite size palettes. So let's go through them. I'm going to keep this one. This is I think this is the jalapeno one. Yeah, this is the jalapeno one. So I'm keeping this one. Decluttering, this one is called Carnival. So I'm decluttering this one. This one is going. And then this one is called Troughs, I believe. I think I'll keep this one. Getting rid of this one. Do you know what? I can't read the names, but this is going. This is going. And when I say going, so the ones that I'm going to declutter, if I'm not trashing them, I'll just say that they're going so that I can sell them on my Depop or Vinted or some other place. I will link it in the description where I'm going to sell it, but please bear with me. It's going to take me some time to upload them, but I am gonna sell these ones. They're pretty cheap, so I'm gonna sell them as a bundle. But anyway, getting rid of this one as well. And getting rid of this. This one's even broken, so getting rid of this one. I think I might trash this one because it's broken. I don't know, but I'm getting rid. Next up, we've got these gorgeous Revolution Pro palettes. They're so pretty. And this one's called the Eye Crystal Eye Quad in Pink Topaz. This one I have used and is so gorgeous, but I am going to declutter it because yeah, I haven't used this since the day that I actually reviewed it. And then this one is called Champagne Crystal. I don't even think I've used this one. No, I haven't used this one, so I'm not gonna dip my finger into it. I'm gonna get rid. And then this one I'm keeping. This is the So Jaded. I'm keeping it because I do like this green for when I travel. I've got some Pixie palettes. This is the Eye Effects Pixie palette. So this one looks like, and I did keep it saying that I'm going to try and use it, but I haven't used it, so yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with the quality, I just haven't used it. The e.l.f. palettes, however, I feel like not good value. I mean, I know they're £3, but you can get better. This is the Pixie and Heart Defensor collaboration, or Pixie Beauty. Looks like this, very warm, pinky, red, orange. It is a very pretty palette. I have used it once or twice, but realistically, I am not reaching for this enough. So yeah, getting rid of them too. Pixie palette. So I've got this one. This is the Reflex Lights. Brand new, haven't used it. This is all shimmer. So we're gonna declutter. And then I've got this one, which is collaboration with Tina Young. I'm gonna keep this one because I originally had a bigger version of the Pixie palette and I absolutely loved the quality of that. And I do want to keep at least one Pixie palette for if I wanted to do a Pixie look or tutorial. So I'm gonna keep this one. Told you guys, I'm not playing around. So this is the XX Revolution Gold Crush Shadow Palette. And this is what it looks like. This is one of my favorite neutral palettes for the drugstore and also from Revolution. So I don't see myself getting rid of this one because I do like it and I do reach for it. Very easy to use as well. So I'm going to keep that one. And then next I've got this one from Coastal Scents. They have now, I believe they've packed up. And I don't have my Naked Smoky palette anymore, and that was the reason why I picked this one, but I still haven't used it. But I think I'm gonna hang on to it because now that I believe they're no longer around, it'll be a little bit difficult to get it. Correct me if I'm wrong if they are still around, but I think I heard that they've packed up, so I'm gonna hang on to that one. The flip side, I'm going to get rid of the Revealed Rouge because I feel like I might keep my Urban Decay Rouge palette. Though this is really, really good quality. Very, very pretty. Um, yeah, I think it needs to go. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And now for my Revolution Pro palette. So I do have quite a number of these palettes. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think I'm going to be keeping all, majority if not all of them. So this one is the Color Focus Shadow Palette in Earth and Stone, and these are supposed to be dupes for like famous palettes. Some of them are Pat McGrath dupes. I've done comparison of I think one or two on my Instagram, but nonetheless there's such good quality from Revolution Pro. I feel I feel like I just can't get rid. So I'm keeping that one. This one is a dupe, and you can clearly see I've used this. I've used this one quite a lot. Okay, and this one's called Night and Day. This one is gorgeous, and I've used it quite a lot, so I'm keeping that one. Um, this one's called Bronze Glow. This one is a beautiful neutral type of eyeshadow palette. Again, it's one of my favorite palettes from Revolution Pro. Definitely keeping. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Got a few more of these. I've got the Truth or Dare palettes. And this one looks like this. Very pretty. That blue is gorgeous. I clearly haven't dipped into it. I am keeping this one. Rockin' Royal is the purple one. It isn't purple, purple, but it's purple enough for me. Very beautiful color story. I mean, I really can't justify getting rid of it. It's so gorgeous. Keeping, I think once I've downsized a little bit, I'll probably use these more. And then this is Nude on Nude. I have a review of this and a few of the other palettes on my YouTube channel. So that one. Keeping. Smoke and Mirrors is the last one. And this one to me is the most beautiful one. It definitely is the most beautiful. I haven't touched it. But it's so, look at that. Like, listen. I can't, like, I'm definitely keeping them. It might be time to get rid of, I don't know, is it time to get rid of this one? I've had this for a long time. So this is the Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. I think it might be time to get rid of it just because it's old. Not because there's anything wrong with the palette. I feel like it's old and the quality is not as great as it used to be. But the shimmer shadows still perform really well. It's just maybe a little bit dusty now. This is a dupe for the ABA Soft Focus palettes, and it is a banger. Like this, the quality of this is fantastic. Pigmentation, like this is such an inexpensive palette. I believe it's £4, and you can get so much use out of it. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. And then I still haven't. I don't think I've used this one. This is a Revolution Pro palette. This is one of their regeneration palettes. This one's called Legendary, and I'm definitely keeping this because it's gorgeous. I don't even think you can get your hands on this anymore. But look at that. Keeping. Um, Revolution Pro 24K Gold. Revolution Pro and XX Revolution and now iHeart Revolution make some of the best quality shadows from the Revolution line. This one is no exception. This is a gorgeous eyeshadow palette, like gorgeous hands down in the quality, in the performance, in the color story. I just need to get more use out of it, but I'm definitely keeping that one. And I'm going to get rid of some others though. So this is the new neutral shadow palette. This one's called Smoked. This is the Smoked palette. And I kept this because of the dark tones. Don't really have that many dark tones from Revolution, but the quality of this isn't as great as some of the others. So I'm going to declutter this one. Okay, so we've got two of the Shattered Glass palettes. Again, I always say every time I talk about these palettes that the shine was taken away from it because of the controversy with Luna Beauty and the highlighter. But none the same, I feel like the eyeshadow palettes are really beautiful. So this one's called Black Ice. And it's got the black tones that I'm missing from the new neutral palette that I showed you guys. And the quality of this is really good. You'll probably find this in the sales section on Revolution. Hopefully they still have it. But as I said, it didn't get its moment to shine. I want to believe that Revolution would have added some of these shadows to eyeshadow palettes since then. So at least the colors are in circulation. And then this one's called Glass Mirror. Out of the two, Black Ice is definitely my favorite. But this one with the blues is absolutely gorgeous. The performance of these palettes are really good, so I'm going to keep these two because why not? The packaging is gorgeous. The performance is really nice. So, yeah. Next, we've got this one from Makeup Revolution itself. And this is the Integrity Wild Animal palette. And though this is very colorful and very pretty from Revolution, I feel like I haven't really dipped into it because I don't know, it's just not really cohesive. I don't know, I kind of feel that way. Like I only have a few matte shades to play around with. But I think I'm gonna hang on to this because I did get rid of quite a number of the palettes in this type of range already, and this might be the only one that I have. So I'm gonna hang on to that because I still want a healthy collection, especially when I'm doing recommendations for people. So I don't just want to get rid of palettes for getting rid of sake. I want to make sure that they're palettes that I am going to use or I have enjoyed or will enjoy. So that one I've used and I do like the quality, I do like the formulation. I just kind of wish that the color story was a little bit more cohesive, but yeah, I'll keep it for now. Are in the Forever Flawless family, and these ones I haven't used as much, and I have got rid of quite a number of them already. So I don't know how many I'm gonna get rid of this time. This is the Birds of Paradise Forever Flawless palette. The packaging is so beautiful. Reminds me of like Brazil, tropical rainforest, all of that good stuff. And I haven't used it at all. Like I haven't even swatched it, haven't used it. It's so pretty and so colorful. I really do want to keep it because I don't have that many Revolution eyeshadow palettes that are colorful, and I feel like this would work well with the Integrity palettes. Like if I'm looking for some of those matte shades to help blend out some of the colors, I can always reach into this. Especially when I want to do like affordable makeup looks, I kind of just want to have a range of colors. So I think I'm going to hang on to this one as well. Next is the Ice palette. I'm most likely going to hang on to this because I had to declutter my. Oh, am I gonna? I don't know. I had to declutter my Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. So this is supposed to be a dupe for that palette, and it is a very beautiful color story. I don't do that many on a whole my line. I do quite a bit of blue looks. mm, I think I will hang on to it for now. If I come across other eyeshadow palettes that are very blue heavy, then this might get the chopping block. But for now, she's all right. All right, so I've got this one, which is the chilled with sativa, so cannabis sativa. And Revolution has come out with some more of these types of eyeshadow palettes. So that's quite exciting. So I'm guess I don't know if I'm gonna pick those up. To be honest, I probably have only used this palette once, but I have swatched the living daylights out of it. But you know what? It's green, it's beautiful. I'm gonna keep it because I do like the color story of this palette, and I need to force myself to use it. I did say at the start of this year, maybe like no, summer this year, that I wanted to really do like a Forever Flawless week and blah 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 about life and all of that. I've just not been able to do those focused eyeshadow palette tutorials. Next up, we've got my XX Revolution palettes. And I don't believe okay, there's one more in my shop, my stash. I'll just grab that one real quick. So this is the black one. I love, ooh, focus. I love the packaging of these ones because they feel really luxe, and I got into using these palettes more towards the end of this year and I'm so in love. So this one is the Midnight Luxe palette, and the pigmentation of these shadows is amazing, freaking amazing, very beautiful. There are only a few of the color stories that speak to me, and I feel like I've got the ones that I really like, unless if they come out with more, but this is really good quality. So hanging on to this, and I'm popping this back into my shop, my stash. The next one is the Decadent Luxe, and I've talked about this palette so many times already because she is a banger. Beautiful purple eyeshadow palette, and it reminds me of the Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette, you know. And yeah, it gives me all the purple that I need. It's not too overpowering. Those shimmer shadows are gorgeous and very, very pigmented. So definitely keeping that. And then the blue one is the Vortex, which is gorgeous. And this one is very unique in terms of the blue tones. You can see that you've got lots of light blues, red, pop of red in there, which I feel like is misplaced, and the pink, but it's generally a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Again, really, really good quality. On this one, this one is one of the ones that I questioned why it didn't have like the shade names. Even the film has no shade names, but the other ones have like shade names on the film, but that's just my observation. Like this one as well has no shade names, but I think those two were one of the first that came out. This one is Tuxedo. This is the brown one. She looks like that. Very cool tone, very me, very grunge. I love it. So keeping them basically. So doing the I Heart Revolution palette, and I recently got these two in one of the Christmas hamper boxes. So this is the pumpkin pie palette, and I do have a tutorial up on YouTube talking about this and using it in a look. Very beautiful, very me. Love it. And then this one is so cute. This is gingerbread. So, so freaking cute. And these palettes don't generally go on sale individually. I feel like you have to get it in the collection, I think. But this is the color story. Pops of color, perfect for the holiday season. Very festive, very, very festive. The quality on these ones are really good as well. Like iHeart Revolution has come up over the last year or two with the quality of their shadows, and I am enjoying every minute of it. The cinnamon is in my shop, my stash, so let me grab that. And this is the packaging, and this is like your standard all matte shadow palette. So I've dipped into this lightly, like coriander has been used, paprika has been used, chili pepper has been used, but it's a full matte palette. So really good pigmentation, really good supporting palette. So I'm gonna pop that back in my shop, my stash. Next up, we've got the hot dog palette, which literally looks like a hot dog, and this one's color story as well. Oh, why do I do that? This one's color story as well is very exciting. I haven't used it. You've got those warm tones and greens in there. And I haven't reached for a lot of these I Heart Revolution palettes, but that's gonna change because I feel like the quality of these palettes is really good, really amazing. And I do want to do a lot more affordable makeup looks and stuff like that. So that's definitely gonna change. Next, we've got the watermelon palette. I haven't used it, but it's so bright and colorful. I have swatched it, and the pigmentation of those shimmer shadows is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. So, keeping. I'm afraid I'm gonna be keeping all of these ones because I haven't given them time to shine. This one I still have in its packaging. It's the coffee palette. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. Come on, looks like a Starbucks cup of coffee with marshmallows on top. The color story of this makes me happy. Makes me so happy. So cool tone. I wish there was a darker shade in there, like a black or a really dark brown. But you know what? I've got enough of that outside these eyeshadow palettes to satisfy that need. Like the packaging on this is just my vibe. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Next, we've got these ones from iHeart Revolution. And I haven't used them. I purchased them because of Makeup for Days Tolu here on YouTube. I blame her, and then I never use them. So this one is called Good Luck Charms, and that's what the inside looks like. Very fun, isn't it? Like with a film, and then when you take off the film, it's just so pretty with the greens and the shimmer tones and the browns. It's just stunning. Stunning palette. Stunning. So we're keeping, I think I'm going to take them out of their box because they look exactly the same. And then this one is Fortunes and Crystals. Very pretty. This is what this one looks like on the inside with the film. It's just so fun, isn't it? So fun. And then it looks like that. Ooh, drop my finger. It looks like that. Got the purple tones, shimmer tones, mattes. Ah, it's so pretty. So pretty. So keep that one. And then this one is Curses and Hexes. Hate. Ooh. This one is Curses and Hexes. I hate the name. I really do hate the name, but oh well. Here's this one. This one is just plain Jane in terms of the film, very plain. And then that's what it looks like. If I was going to get rid of any of them, it would probably be this one. But I'm going to keep it. Because I haven't even used it. Like, and I bought these with my hard-earned coins. And I haven't even used it. Like, what is that? So, keep. Next, we've got some Disney princesses. I do have a few more than this. This one is Snow White. I did a look on my Pinterest and also on TikTok using this palette, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because the blushes in this palette, so it's like those, like a book, and the blushes in this palette are freaking pigmented and so pretty. The highlighters not for me, but the blushes yes. And then the color story of the eyeshadow palette is gorgeous with those greens and the shimmer. Magic is stunning. Magic down there. So yeah, I do enjoy these palettes. And I like to keep these ones in their packaging because I don't know, they're like books to me. And then I've got the Tiana. I had to wait for them to re-release it because they sold out, and I was very patient. Finally got my hands on it, and I didn't even use it. So that's what this one looks like. And then I haven't even peeled the thing. Let's give it a peel because we are gonna use it, you know. Oh, it's getting right. So that okay. We've peeled it now, so that's what. Why is it so dark? 1 second. I hope that's better, but that's what this one looks like. The blushes are gorgeous, the highlighter as well, and the eyeshadow palette is absolutely stunning. Ah, those greens and those purples. Love it. So Tiana. So I still have this little one from Snow White as well, and the Seven Dwarfs. This is supposed to be the Seven Dwarfs in an eyeshadow palette. So you've got nice neutral tones. It works really well with the Snow White eyeshadow palette. So that one, keeping it in its packaging. And then I've got Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty looks like this. Super pretty, very pink. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep, so I might not peel it, but I do like the color story of the eyeshadow palettes, but I just feel like the face palette isn't really for me. But then the eyeshadow palette is gorgeous, so we'll see. And then I almost forgot that I have another one of these cute little I Heart Revolution palettes. This one is the Tasty Marshmallow Wonderland palette. And this is also a new release. Look at those shimmer tones. Like, it's just gorgeous. Like, they've been pumping out these eyeshadow palettes and they look absolutely stunning. And then there's a smaller version called the Tasty Hot Chocolate. It's supposed to be an accompanying palette. I love it when they do that, like an accompanying palette for the marshmallow palette. Beautiful dark tones in this one. Last set of palettes. I've got this one from Revolution Pro, and this is the Ultimate Crystal palette. And though this is a gorgeous palette, I don't know if I want to keep it. It's very soft pressed, which I love. And I haven't used this since I reviewed it. So I'll probably hang on to this because one, the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. And two, I got rid of the other two Crystal Charge palettes. The next one is the Makeup Obsession Ratty Dusk palette. This is the only, I think I've only got two Makeup Obsession palettes, and for the most part I remember this palette being really, really good. But to be honest, I've got these tones so many times and I'm not using this, so we're gonna get rid of this one. No hate to Ratty, I do love her, but I'm not gonna use it. And then this one is another good neutral eyeshadow palette. I always forget that I've got this in my collection. This is the Golden Honey palette, which looks like this. It's such a good neutral palette, isn't it? Very, very pretty. I've used this quite a lot, but I always forget that I've got this in my collection. This is a good eyeshadow palette if you're looking for an inexpensive neutral palette. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Last one I have to show you is the Glow palette. This is the Revolution Glow eyeshadow palette. Why I keep it in its box packaging, I do not know. But this is what it looks like. Oh, do that again. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. It's a big neutral. I love that there's a black in there, and that blue is absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna hang on to this. I might change my mind when I move into the Morphe palettes, but for now I'm gonna hang on to it. So let me put away the palettes that I'm keeping and count them and count how many I'm getting rid of in this part. By the time I'm done, I doubt they'll be so like arranged like that, but I want to keep it in shells and then just arrange everything. But so far, I have 43 eyeshadow palettes at the top that I'm keeping, and I am getting rid of quite a lot for that shelf. Oh, actually, I take that back. 45 eyeshadow palettes because I forgot to add. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of these two. So 43 eyeshadow palettes because I'm really not gonna use those elf ones. Let me count how many I'm getting rid of. 16 eyeshadow palettes, and I am keeping 43 at the top. So that's for this video. Next, we're gonna tackle this middle section, which is gonna be very difficult for me because I've got some eyeshadow palettes there that I really love and I don't want to get rid of. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna go through and then on and on and on. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 videos, and this is part 1. So yeah, if you enjoyed this declutter video, if it inspired you to declutter your eyeshadow palettes or your collection, please definitely sound off below. I do plan on doing the rest of everything, like concealer, foundation, all of that. The one that I don't tend to do often is lipsticks because I do that every time. and because I lip swatch a lot, so I kind of don't want to have bad lipsticks or stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna focus on eyeshadows, and yeah, part one done. Whew. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy eyeshadow palette videos, declutter, collection, reviews, recommendations, fragrances, beauty stuff generally. Definitely subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so you know when next I release a video. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care. Remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives always matter. And I'll catch you soon. Bye.